Good morning, students. In previous class we discussed about the nutrition in human beings. So today also we continue the same topic. I will explain you with equations. You can remember easily, don't bother about that one. Okay, let us start the topic. Okay, so now come to the topic. See here, first of all you have to know one thing. What is gut or alimentary canal? Alimentary canal or gut means it starts from mouth and ends with anus. Starts from mouth and ends with anus. Okay, what are the parts involved in this gut? First of all, mouth, next pharynx, then esophagus, then stomach, then duodenum, then small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. These are the parts. So now, first of all, the buccal cavity or the after mouth, this one oral cavity is called as buccal cavity. So in this buccal cavity, there are salivary glands. So when you take in the food materials, when you keep food materials in your mouth in buccal cavity, you keep food materials inside. At that time, the salivary gland secretes saliva. When you chew, when you masticate thoroughly, when you chew or masticate the food thoroughly, at that time, the salivary glands release saliva enzymes. Okay, salivary enzyme. That is called as salivary amylase or ptyalin. Okay, salivary gland secretes saliva. That saliva contains enzymes. What are the enzymes? Ptyalin or salivary amylase. So here the carbohydrates which are present in the food materials what you kept in the mouth or buccal cavity. The carbohydrates present in that food materials digested by ptyalin or salivary amylase and convert into maltose. So here carbohydrates convert into maltose in presence of ptyalin in buccal cavity. Salivary glands, okay, secrete saliva. This saliva contains salivary amylase and that is also called as ptyalin. And here the carbohydrates convert into maltose in presence of ptyalin or salivary amylase in buccal cavity. I think you have understood the topic now. Next topic is the food materials. Again, when you swallow with the help of tongue and lower jaw, when you swallow the food materials, then the food materials reaches through the pharynx to the esophagus. In the esophagus, there is a peristaltic wave movement. So the food materials reaches the stomachs by peristaltic wave movement. Okay, here pyrolysis sphincters help in the movement of the food materials from mouth to the from pharynx to the stomach. Here this type of movement it is a peristaltic movement. In this peristaltic movement, the pyrolysis sphincters help. Okay, what are the pyrolysis sphincters? They are the muscles present in the esophagus which help the food materials viscerals. Okay, next again after small intestine, next in the small intestine the succus entericus juice also secrete. Here the small intestinal glands secrete small intestinal juice. So here peptidase enzyme secretes. So the peptidase enzyme convert the peptidases into amino acids. Peptidase enzyme convert the peptides into amino acids. Next, sucrose convert into glucose in presence of sucrase. So this is also present in the intestinal juice. So intestinal glands secretes intestinal juices, and in this intestinal juice peptidases and sucrase enzymes are present. Peptidase convert the peptides into amino acids, and sucrose convert into glucose in presence of sucrase. Okay, so here these are all the enzymes secret into the intestine by intestinal gland. Succus entericus also secret into this. So these are the equations goes on in the intestine, and also in the stomach the gastric gland secret gastric juice, proteins convert into peptone. Okay, here this four equations goes in duodenum, and this is in the stomach, this is in the buccal cavity, this is in the buccal cavity, and this is in the stomach, and this four equation goes on in duodenum, these two in small intestine. After this all digestion takes place, then the absorption goes in the small intestine only by the villi present in the small intestine. What are villi? Villi are nothing but small finger-like projections present in the small finger-like projections present in the small intestine. They increase the inner surface of the small intestine to absorb the food materials which are digested, and they contain more blood capillaries. What are the blood capillaries? That are nothing but very small, fine blood vessels just like hair. Okay, they are present in villi. There are number of capillaries present in the villi. They absorb the food materials and water in the intestine. Rest of the digested food materials reaches the large intestine. In large intestine, excess water is also absorbed by the large intestine, and then the waste materials reach the rectum, and the waste materials stored, and through the anus they may expel outside. This removing of unnecessary matter through the anus is known as defecation. Okay, this total process here is known as digestion. What it is known as? Digestion. Okay, so here I will show you the box. So what it is given, the table, so the juices it is given, but I will explain you clearly like this with equations. Okay, and the next here the chart, flow chart also given in your textbook. The food materials are taking into the mouth, and that is called as buccal cavity. Next, the food materials reaches the pharynx, pharynx to esophagus, esophagus to stomach, stomach to duodenum. Nearby the duodenum, liver and pancreas are there. They secrete the liver secrete bile juice, and pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice contains amylase, lipase and trypsin enzymes. Next, again duodenum to small intestines to large intestine, rectum to anus. So this flow chart also very important, and also this table also very important for your this digestive topic, digestive system of human being, nutrition in human being. These two topics are important, and the diagram, this diagram is also important. Salivary glands also important. Okay, next again about vomiting. Okay, what is vomiting here? Health aspects of of the alimentary canal. Health aspects of the alimentary canal means what? So we are eating food materials, we are taking in food, and we are masticating, and we are swallowing, we are giving nutrition to our body. Okay, it is okay, but sometimes we may feel somewhat uncomfortable in our stomach. There will be some pain. Sometimes you may feel vomiting sensation. Sometimes may be indigestion. Sometimes may get sick. Why it is going on? Because of overeating. Because of overeating. Sometimes you may eat more. Sometimes you may eat less. So the quantity. There is a difference in the quantity what you are taking in regularly. So you have to take a balanced diet, and correct maintenance have to be there. So for this you have to maintain the food materials what you have to take perfect manner. So how you have to do that one? So you have to take having simple and well balanced meals. Having simple and well balanced meals. Eating food in a leisurely manner. Thoroughly masticating the food. You have to masticate and chew the food properly. Avoiding taking violent exercise soon after eating food. Okay, after eating food, you have to avoid the violent exercises. Next, drinking plenty of water and having regular bowel movements also important. Okay, these important things you have to follow. Okay, otherwise sometimes you may fall ill. Sometimes you may, if you went to any party at night, late night, you may eat much more and you do not have sleep. So at that time, tomorrow morning, next day morning, you may feel ill. So indigestion takes place and vomiting sensation, and that may goes on. What is this process? Means reverse peristalsis process. Peristalsis process means after masticating you are swallowing the food materials go through the esophagus with the peristaltic movement. So if any uncomfortable in the stomach, the reverse peristalsis may occur and your food materials expel outside through the mouth. So this is called as vomiting. Okay, so this is about our food materials, what you have to intake and what you have to not to take. So first of all, well balanced good diet is very important. Taking milk, egg and fruits. Next, little bit of carbohydrates and proteins much more, vitamins much more you have to take. And this fiber also very important. So for your digestion and for your if there is no much more fibers in your food materials, it leads to the constipation. So that's why taking in the fiber also very important. Okay, instead of taking juices, you have to eat fruits, and instead of removing peels of the fruits, not a banana like that fruits I am saying. So apple and oranges you have to take in the peels, not outside peels. So inner peels. Okay, next again, so like this you have to follow. Okay, proper functioning of all life process require adequate amount of food. So that's why compulsory you have to take a balanced diet. This is very important, and you have to learn this topic. Okay, you have to learn. I am giving you this, I am leaving the board to you. Once more you see and take the screenshot and write properly in your notebook. And again you have to read properly, practice properly and prepare for your exam.